Yes, that's actually how it all started out. Almost 5 years ago on my channel here. Um, and now we're approaching a number of milestones. We just celebrated our 200th subscriber a little over a week ago. And now we have our 300th video. And we're approaching 5 years. So, in order to reduce the celebratory fatigue that might come along with too many videos of this type, I did want to go ahead and just make one kind of recapping my last 5 years and reacting to a bunch of my old videos. I thought it might be entertaining and see the physical differences that have happened over this time, and make some commentary and critiquing of my old techniques and things like that. I just thought it might be fun. So I grabbed a bunch of links to videos, and we're going to watch them and react, probably with a lot of cringing. But, you know, that's the nature of the game. So let's take a look back over our past 5 years, and let's share a few moments here, okay? I also want to say that today my hair is sponsored by my mother, who, after seeing a number of videos with me looking like a homeless person, sent me a big bundle of hair gel. And I promised I would use it, so here we are. Thanks, Mom! Alright, well, we might as well start at the beginning, so let's just go there. Make it happen. Sorry about that. I just look at that baby face. Alright, so we got some bad green screen going on down here in the corners. What I'm trying to say, I firmly believe that based on a combination of things like general life compression, these are the things that weigh on you on a daily basis. Family, work, personal things, money, these things that weigh on you. A constant focus on the long term versus an appreciation of the now, staying in the moment. See, this is all legit. And a lack of personal attention. Maybe we can create a small community here with an exchange of creative ideas and encouragement. Help each other. What the f***? Where'd that come from? Time that I've already started taking some steps to improve my health. 3 months ago, I stopped smoking. Still not smoking. A month ago, yeah, I guess that's it. Let's have some fun, shall we? All right, a little commentary on that. Everything I said in there, that's legit, man. About your health, and as things start to slip on you. I will say, after I made that, I actually gained quite a bit more weight, which I've lost. I have to admit that I've been on some steroids for the last week, and it's ballooned me a little bit, but I was actually down 15 pounds from that just a week ago, so pretty happy with that. I did find ways to get a lot more active, especially using VR. You can really get good exercise and some aerobics and all that. Now, but everything I said was true. My whole purpose of this channel is to do nothing more than to, put my personality out into the universe so that it doesn't disappear when I die. I've got all my documents from my ancestors, but I don't know who they are. I know their names, and I can see a little bit of stuff about them, but it's very dry and two-dimensional. So I wanted to be a three-dimensional, and that's why I'm here. So anyway, yeah. First video, I thought was not bad. I was very nervous when I was making it, and it's interesting how bad the editing was, the audio. I didn't know how to blend audio, and just the weird glitchiness of the stuff. So, but first time ever green screening, first time ever doing something like that, it didn't suck, and it was fun. So, there you go, my first video. Let's see where we go from here. So I just have a list of links here. I don't know which one's next, so we're probably going to both be surprised when I pull this next one up, and for the rest of them. How nasty is your shopping cart? Well, that's very pertinent for today's environment.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another.
Look at that hair and that dark beard. Studley.
And the last thing I want to talk about is actually something that's true. We talk about germs and how germs are everywhere, but you know, one of the top 3 places that have been tested for contracting germs, shopping cart handles. Now, a lot of places these days, you walk in the grocery store and right next to the shopping carts, they've got a dispenser of sanitary or bacteria-killing wipes.
Okay, I made this video 5 years ago, so I had no idea what was coming in this year. I didn't really tend to use the wipes. I just reported on them. But I'll tell you what, I use them religiously now. First thing I do, I go grab one of those and wipe down my handle. It's a whole new world, right? I think this was some good stuff. This was good reporting. But like I said, it's so much work. I would spend hours putting this content together, and that's not sustainable for a single person. Plus, I was a single dad, having to take care of my kid at that time. So, there was a lot to it. So, just so you know, beyond the good looks, there was a lot of hard work there. All right, let's go on to the next. These intros were kind of cool. I kind of liked them. Oh, okay. This is candy corn jello shots. I went to my friend Lily's house in Wisconsin for her Halloween party. This was my first video where I actually was putting something together, making something. That could have been about 10 seconds.
Alright, so layer 2 is poured. We're going to put it into set, and we'll clean up, and then we'll pour the last layer. We'll put a little more than that one here. A little bit.
What a mess that was. They were good. I will tell you that. They were very good. Way too long. I did not need to have all of that time lapse. I could have got the concept down. Alright. Glad I learned that lesson. So that's a 22-minute video. That probably could have been about 10 minutes or less. But I wasn't... Oh, nailed it. Boom. Yeah, that could have been a lot shorter. Alright. Interesting. Moving on. Alright, what do we got? Revealing my ugly sweater and glass blowing in Venice.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another WTF Wednesday.
Nice hair.
As you can see, I'm wearing
Nice beard.
the ugly sweater that you all voted on. This is
Bad green screen.
To wear, so I'm wearing it now. I wonder if the green one here is see-through.
It was.
Maybe we'll put up some cool backgrounds and see if you can see it through. That would be funny.
That was a green
So as you
ornament.
know, Venice is a city built on an island in the.
I like the background. That's pretty dope.
Up there in the northern Adriatic.
So these slideshows, man. Let me pause this. I used to spend a lot of time putting together this. I would spend as much time putting together the slideshows for the background as I did filming the video and editing it. I mean, seriously, that was a lot of work. Hours and hours. So I'm glad I moved away from that approach for my own mental health. Lots of good information. Did I ever mention that I like to tell stories? I guess that kind of comes through. So I told story, and I think I went and actually had some footage or at least pictures from when we went to the Murano glass factory in Venice. So let's see.
Well,
See if we have some of that here.
and on the other side, we'll have another little chat.
Doesn't suck. Interesting information. And that was 5 years ago, 4.5 years ago, 14 views. Alright, here's another one that's super long. This one was fun though. This was me and my kid working to redo the back porch. Part 1.
And it's all rotted away. There was a screen door that lasted about 2 years after we
8 views on this.
rotted off.
All right.
Things have to be cut
Too much talking.
concrete. So I'm going to get the bottom piece cut and painted. You can see this better maybe than you could the other day. We rotted this wood is to the point where it just rots away.
So I clearly explained this project in great detail. That repair is solid and it's still in place. It's been a couple of years, maybe, what is that, 2016? 4 years? That's a solid repair job. Let's move forward a little bit. Using power tools, you know it. So basically went through the whole process with my kid, and it was a very good experience working together with him on that. Good bonding time, good, teaching him how to use tools safely and things like that. So that was a great experience. I don't have a lot of critique or reaction other than the fact that it was nice to have time with my son. All right, moving on. Blue Angels. Okay, so every year the Blue Angels fly at graduation at the Naval Academy, and we went out and I recorded this. So let's see what we got. 45 minutes, another long one. I've been given a lot of grief about the length of my videos sometimes. So really shaky video. Glad I got my Osmo now. Audio cutout. How lame. So I will say also, so this was the first time I recorded them, and I just had a handheld camera that I was trying to record on. I recorded them again, and I had like 3 different cameras I was operating at the same time on tripods and things like that. So look for that one. That one's quite a bit better than this one, in my opinion. Yeah. What do we got? Oh, this was an interesting public service announcement here. As I was just a bit over 50 at this point, started having to have my physicals, my maintenance self-care that I have ramped up a lot over the last few years. Yeah. Prostate exams and colonoscopies. This, I actually shared the experience of drinking the prep, which was
Things I always
funny.
knew I would talk about on this channel were health and medical issues related to what happens when you turn 50.
All right, so I did the PSA, and then
Make
we did the prep, and I shared that process.
So now I drink it down to the first line here. Tastes disgusting.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
But here's how it all went down. So, got my Uber ride.
They let me take an Uber. After that, they didn't let me. The first time. Oh, so after the first time, I actually had polyps, and I had to go back and get another one. And I have to have them fairly regularly now. But the first time they let me do an Uber. The second time they were like, no way, Jose. So anyway, yeah, 148 views. That's not too bad. All right, next. All right, y'all. This was one of my greatest disappointments. I thought this was freaking hysterical. This video is about what I'm thinking about when I'm watching sumo wrestling. It only got 35 views. But I thought it was so damn funny, and I spent a lot of time collecting the material for this, and just didn't pan out. So let's go ahead and play it. Do you know how much time I spent finding these audio files and syncing them up just right? So much time. And to not get the payout, well, anyway, it was funny to me. I laughed and laughed and laughed at this. All right, moving on. All right, so a little explanation on this. My son used to row with a group of folks here from the Irish Curragh rowing team in Annapolis. And I used to go out and I would have to drive him because he wasn't driving at the time. Drive him out there. And, I would sit while they rowed, whatever. And so start taking my drone out there and flying it around while they were rowing. And I made a little compilation video and made a little ad video for the rowing team. So that's what this is. And this is also the first time I tried syncing up imagery and stuff with the beat of the music. And I think it came out okay. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. All right, moving on. And so now I'm in my new studio with my green wall and am doing really the stuff I love to do. I'm playing with technology, doing the mixed reality, working with VR, getting exercise, losing weight, except now that I've been on these steroids, I've gained a little back. I'm off them after today, so we'll be working to relieve ourselves of that. But, so I'm in a pretty good place. I've got a series of things that I'm enjoying doing. I'm doing a lot of cooking, playing with kitchen gadgets and other kind of technical stuff. I'm framing and stuff like that. So here's the last video I'm going to show you with a little bit of mixed reality. Sorry, I keep starting that. Little mixed reality and, what I'm doing with that technology, which has been pretty cool. Virtual headset, put it on, play a game, but you're able to inject yourself into the game and record both at the same time. Now, I'm beta testing this software for the Live folks, that's LIV. So so being able to do the mixed reality, super fun. And, here's just a quick look at it. So as you can see, I'm actually in the game. I know you see my microphone there and all that. I was just testing stuff out. But I've gotten a lot better at this. This was easy mode. I've been able to play it hard mode and stuff like that. So, I've been sharing a lot of VR stuff and things like that. So that's, between the VR, the cooking, the framing. I'm not doing any framing videos, but, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. And over the last 5 years, as I said, I think my videos have gotten a lot better. The quality has gotten better. The technology I've purchased has gotten better. My techniques have gotten better. So I think I'm doing okay. My subscriber rate has improved dramatically, specifically over the last probably year to year and a half. My views have gone up a lot. So, it's been a great ride. 5 years, 300 videos. It's about 5 videos per month for 5 years. That's quite a roll I'm on. Just let me talk about. Let's circle back to the very first video and talk about why we're doing this and what we're getting out of this. I'm doing it because I want to be able to express myself creatively, and through technology is how I do that. That is my medium. I wanted to be able to preserve my personality, my character, who I am, for my descendants. That is still my primary goal here. So that's why I don't get upset if I don't get a lot of views, because I'm really not doing it for the views. Having subscribers is kind of fun because it's just interesting to know that there are a certain number of people who like you for who you are. because that's all I'm doing is presenting to you who I am. You know, there's nothing fake or manufactured here that I'm trying to, put out there. So it's just me and the things I like to do. A couple other things I've always wanted to kind of comment on, and that is monetization and things like that. You see a lot of people with like 100 subscribers with their merch shops and things like that, and I'm like, really, people, you think you're gonna sell merchandise and make money and build your brand? And you might, but why don't you build your viewer base first and then maybe think about that. I'm not doing this for money. My channel is not monetized. I don't meet the criteria. Even if I was, I wouldn't make that much, and to be honest, I wouldn't care. I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing it for fame. I'm not doing it for any other purpose other than my own entertainment and to share things with people who have the same kind of interests. That's really all there is to it. If I can teach you something, that's cool. If you can teach me something, that's even better. That's what it's all about. Sharing thoughts, ideas, communicating. That's what we're doing. On that note, I've been a little under the weather, so I'm kind of getting tired, so I'm going to wrap this up really quickly. But thanks so much for hanging around with me for the last 5 years, and for you subscribers, I love every one of you, and I appreciate you very much. On that note, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thanks for sticking around, and hopefully maybe in another 5 years we'll be Rico at 60. All right, we'll see you later.